Hello everybody, Queen Sparky here, and I'm sorry I had to cut my last video short, but I was actually ill when I did that Scala and Plux run through. I will get back to it, because I'm starting to feel a lot better now, but, pardon me. But for now I would like to show you all my Vita collection. I've finally ran out of space for hard copies. My Vita is my favourite handheld of all time. I used to love the PSP, but the one thing that made the Vita even better is, well, the dual analog and the trophies, basically. I love to be able to earn trophies on the go. This is my Vita in a nice case, so I can just shove it in my handbag. I have an aluminium case that I got off Amazon. It's got a screen protector on it, and this toggly thing, because I always have my arm strapped to it just in case I drop it. That I actually got off a SingStar mic, but I thought it was a nice touch because it's blue, it matches the Vita, and it has the PlayStation logo on it. So that's what my Vita looks like. At the moment I actually have 3 Vitas and 1 PSvita TV. That's how much I love the Vita. My other Vita is the old style, and one I bought not too long ago is a PSvita Slim. The only thing that let the Vita down, in my opinion, is the price of the memory cards. In this one that I use like all the time, I have a 64GB memory card, and that set me back like nearly 100 quid. So that is crazy. When I first got my Vita, I had a 16GB memory card, and somewhere in all this lot I have 2 32GB memory cards, and I've been set through the entire Vita's lifespan, basically. So let's get on with the games. I'll show you the digital stuff when I find it. First, pets, you know, because I think this is the only cyber pet game I actually have on the Vita, and your animals talk. My bad. Lego Star Wars, because it's a must. Let's just keep dropping them on the floor, shall we? I have Invisimals, the Alliance. I haven't played this one yet. Quite a lot of these I haven't played yet, because when things started to dwindle in the shops, I started to hoard as much as I could to keep me going for years. Rayman Legends and Origins. These are really nice side scrollers. If you're thinking about picking up a Vita, I'd pick these 2 up. I have Tukuden 2. Lego Jurassic World. Shoma Lava's Journey or something. It's a Lego game, so what? The Sly Cooper trilogy. Now the third one isn't actually on the cartridge, you've got to download it yourself. But in my opinion, Sly Cooper is one of the reasons to pick up a Vita. Sonic All-Stars Racing. That's one of the ones I haven't played yet. World Rally Championships 4. I do like my race games, I must admit. The best one is Wipeout. Nah, that is like seriously hard though, I haven't managed to complete that. World Rally Championships 5. Lego Hobbit. Another one I haven't played, Tales of Hearts R. Now, the only way I can buy more games now is that's my digital box. I'll keep that up front. The only way to buy more games now is to actually move where I keep them. Little Deviants, that was a release title, and you're actually using the touchscreen on the Vita itself, or the back touchscreen anyway. Yeah, I keep them in a drawer. And because I finally ran out of space, I can either buy another set of drawers or get a shelf for them or something. Freedom Wars. I haven't played this one yet, but I have quite a lot to get through. World of Final Fantasy. Another one I haven't played. This is the day one edition. Battlestar, yeah. It's PlayStation All Stars or Royale. It's basically like the Nintendo one, but with PlayStation characters. It involves Sly and Ratchet and Clank. So, yeah, I had to. And I think you could download some more characters as well, I think, but whatever. A limited run Abe. Now, Abe is one of my most favourite characters because I grew up playing Abe 1 and 2 on the PS1. This particular game set me back over £100. So I will never ever part with it. But my Vita is very precious to me, so I would never ever sell it. So it made sense to get a bucket load of games. Tetris. Minecraft. I haven't played this yet, but people are saying how good it is. But I do like games where I can create stuff. Pixelated world, but yeah. Might be a bit pixelated, but it's a world I can create, so. And it's on the go. I might butcher this title, but Terraria? I think that's a creation one as well. Mud. I quite like that one because it makes a change from driving cars. You're driving dirt bikes. One I completed very recently, Taddeo Jones. I had to import this from Spain. While I've been ill, well, the last time I was, ill, I couldn't play anything that I had, needed serious thinking. And this is a very, very simple side scroller. The puzzles, they repeat. So as soon as you've figured them out, then the next time that puzzle comes across, then it's the exact same thing. Yeah, this is the kind of game that I play when I'm poorly. I don't want to think. Very simple, but I completed it, got 100% on it. I probably would do it again next time I'm ill. Another easy one, Muppets Adventure. Marvel Superheroes. I haven't played this one yet. Let's see what else I can grab. Another reason to buy a Vita, Ratchet and Clank. Now that's 3 games all in one, and Ratchet and Clank is one of my childhood favourites, so it will always keep my Vita going. Now this is my first 3D platformer that I got for my Vita, Gravity Rush, and I've never been out there to... I've never been outside of game at opening time before, but I was desperate to get hold of this game for my Vita. And it was pretty much stored right next to the door, so as soon as they unlocked it, I barged through, grabbed it, and went straight to the till. It was weird that I think it came out on a Sunday, because I can remember picking it up and then going to church for some reason. Sly Cooper, in my opinion, one of the best Vita games. Lego Lord of the Rings. This one's actually quite frustrating. I've gone through the entire story, and then you need to go back and give certain characters different objects. And I got fed up with trying to find each character for each object, so I deleted the save file, but I will play this again. Michael Jackson. I got this really cheap, but it's the only rhythm game I have. But I do like Michael Jackson. I have another Invisimals, and that's the Resistance. Lego Harry Potter. Super Monkey Ball Banana Splits. Now that's like, I don't know why the monkeys are actually involved, but there's like a little monkey inside a ball. You could have just made the game with a ball, and it's like a marble run, but you use like the gyro stuff of the Vita like that. It can get quite annoying. Ninjago Shadow of Ronin. Haven't played that one yet, but I'm sure it'll be good because it's Lego. What we got here? Angry Birds. Yeah, because everyone loves Angry Birds. Assassin's Creed Chronicles. Lost Dimensions. I haven't played this one yet. But yeah, it's like an anime sort of thing. I was intrigued, so I bought it. Spider-Man. Now this is actually a large open world, which intrigued me. So having an open world game on the Vita is quite impressive. Disney Infinity. This is 2.0. I've got a bunch of figures in a box, and that's quite nice to have a Toys to Life thing for the Vita because Skylanders refused to. Lego Movie. Trails of Cold Steel. Is that the... I think that's the first one. Little Big Planet. Now this shows how good the Vita actually is, because it uses the touch screen and you can use the camera and stuff. So that's a must pick up if you want to get a Vita. I'm going to butcher this now. I call it Sy. S-Y. I mean Y-S. That one anyway. I can't pronounce the title. I'm going to give up on that one. But I haven't played it. Looney Tunes Sports. I thought it was quite fun. It's quite cheap. And sometimes you just want that very short play session. What we got here? Ragnarok Odyssey. I imported this one because I was, you know, rather annoyed of waiting for like a open world sort of game when the Vita first came out, it was quite slow to pump out new titles. So I imported that one before they released it in the UK. Formula 1, 2011. SpongeBob. Sometimes you like things silly. We have Letter, which I believe is a graphic novel. Haven't played it yet, but sometimes it's nice to have a graphic novel. Come on, babes. Right. One of my new ones. Spy Hunter. It's a driving game where you shoot things and never actually leave the car. Simple. Ninja Sigma Plus. This one's really hard. It started off sort of like Assassin's Creed-y sort of thing, but the first boss I got thrashed and then I turned it off. Batman 2 Lego. Goes without saying, it's awesome. Ninja Sigma 2 Plus. That's the second one. Because I thought, well, I would get back to number 1 and have another crack at it, and I might actually complete it, so the sequel is always good to have. Soul Sacrifice. This is a monster slashing game. Open worldy sort of thing. But like the monsters are like really weird and bizarre. Valkyrie Drive. Now this one's weird. It is sort of like an open world slashy sort of thing, but you're attacking other girls. And I think the story is that they've got like a brain parasite or something. You've got to try and... I don't know, it's just weird. And weird is fun. So if I want to attack other girls with big boobs, then fair enough. Final Fantasy X and 10.2. Not that I'm aware of. I will do, yeah. Sorry about that. This is really hard, in my opinion, but very beautiful to look at. Tukudun Kiwami. Smartass. Taddeo Jones 2. Again, I had to import it from Spain, but if I'm ill again, it'll be the same sort of thing. So it's nice to have a bit of something where I don't have to think. God of War Collection 1 and 2. Lego Avengers. Sorry, it's getting dark. Dungeon Hunter. It's that name I can't pronounce again. Scythe, Memory of Soletta. You know what I mean, you've seen the box. Shantae, Half Genie Hero. I had to import this from America. But it's really nice, pretty colours and nice and vibrant, I mean. And you play a girl waving her hair back and forth, so it's so funny. New Little King's Story. I haven't played this yet, but I'm tempted to. I need to pick a new game. We're slowly getting down it, people. But this will make sure my Vita is well taken care of in the coming years. Child of Light. It's gonna rain by the looks of it. Persona 4 Golden. I haven't played this one yet, but I've heard nothing but good reviews. Jack and Dexter Trilogy. Ben 10 Racing. I know that looks a bit childish for me, but I thought it's just another kart game like Mario Kart, but for the Vita. I don't know who Ben 10 is, but it's just another kart game. Most Wanted. No, Need for Speed, Most Wanted. Epic Mickey, Power of 2. That uses the touchscreen. I'm going to butcher this one as well now. Luminous, Electronic Symphony. It's kind of like Tetris, but you put like music together as well at the same time. Tokyo Xanadu. Haven't played that one yet. Yawami, Night Alone. I have Putty Squad, you know, for fun. That's like seriously weird, apparently. Neptune Sega vs Hard Girls. That's like, okay. It sounds weird, but I saw this in the shop and I YouTubed it, and you've got some like turn-based battles and some what look like third-person 3D platformers. So I thought, well, that actually mixes up two things that I like. Velocity. Sword Art Online. This one's Lost Song. Sword Art Online again, and this is Hollow Realization. I think they're open world monster slashers. World Rally Championship 3. Batman Blackgate. Almost there. Trails of Cold Steel 2. Ninjago Nindroids. This is a limited run Broken Age. Steins Gate. That one's a graphic novel as well. Akiba's Trip, Undead and Undressed. So I think this is a fun fighting game where you have to rip each other's clothes off, and you only get down to underwear. So, and then they disappear apparently. And this is Akiba's Beats. So that's sort of, I think it's got the same sort of characters, but they've mixed it up and changed the way you battle. So I don't think you strip each other on that. Motocross GP. Another one where it's bikes instead of cars. Farming Simulator 16. Uncharted Golden Abyss. And this was a release title and it looks beautiful. But I wasn't very good at it because, unlike Lara Croft, you actually have to aim the gun. And I'm not very good at that. One of my favourites is Odd Nation Road Trip. Lumo. Assassin's Creed 3 Liberation. This is a very nice game. last 4. We have Digimon Cyber Sleuth. I haven't played that one yet. Yumari Midnight Shadows. That's the second one of the one I couldn't pronounce before. Steins Gate Zero. This is the second part of the graphic novel. And Lego Batman 3. So as if you can see, I have enough to last me years and years on end. But that's not all. In here, I have 2 32GB memory cards. I'm going to do a quick pause because in the middle of my video, annoyingly, I was asked to do a favour. I'm going to quickly go and do that favour, and then I will show you what digital ones I actually have. So I'm just going to do that favour now. Hi there again, people. I'm back with my digital copies. I keep these in a case with my hard copies. I apologise for the shocking picture on the Vita, but I'll do a quick run through of what I have. This is my first 32GB memory card. I have Asphalt, When Vikings Attack, Tearaway, which is really good. I have Munch's Odyssey, Day of Doofenshmirtz, something. You can't really see it there. I'm sorry about that. But you can actually get a physical copy of that now, but you weren't able to when it first came out. I have Ridge Racer and Fruit Ninja. Then Final Fantasy 10.2 is actually a digital, because sometimes they can't fit everything on the cartridge, but this way I can still have it on my shelf. Then I have Touch My Katamari. Can't really see it. I'm so sorry about this, but I'm showing you the entire collection even though it's a poor quality video. Stranger's Wrath, which is another Oddworld one. They make really good games. The Unfinished Swan, which is really quite artistic. Then I have Ratchet and Clank Q-Force. That's full of bugs, but it's a Ratchet and Clank game on the Vita. Come on. Flying Hamster, because I wanted to play something really cute one day. Oceanhorn. I've not played that one yet. Then I have Shoe, which is a side-scrolling game. And of course I have Sly 3, because they couldn't fit it on the Trilogy cartridge. And the last one I have as digital downloads is the Dragon Quest Builders. There is a game coming out very shortly that I do want to put on here. It's not on here yet, and I will download it as soon as I can. And that is Earth Knight. And I've been looking forward to this game for ages. It is a dragon apocalypse, and I love dragons. And you have to run along the dragon's back, and then you like kill it and jump onto a new dragon. So I'm looking forward to that one, and that will be on here very shortly. So I'm going to pause the video now and swap to my other 32GB memory card. Back again. I've now changed the memory card to my other 32GB, and we will start with my PS1 titles. I have the original Tomb Raider, Tomb Raider 2, and Tomb Raider 3. Then I have the original Abe's Odyssey, Abe's Exodus, Disney's A Bug's Life. Then I have Kaulu World. Then I have the original Rayman and Rayman 2. This one's 3D, like a 3D platformer. Gex Deep Undercover Gecko. That's one of my personal favourites because it's a 3D platformer. My overall favourites of all times is Spyro the Dragon, Spyro 2, Spyro 3. Then I have Crash Bandicoot. I'm sorry you can't see this very well. Crash Bandicoot 2, Crash Bandicoot 3, and Crash Team Racing. Last on this page is Loco Roco, Loco Roco 2, and Loco Roco Midnight Carnival. That's the third one. You've got to do a special search for that one. And then I'm moving on to the PSP games. Well, Loco Roco's PSP, but for the two minis that I have are Angry Birds and Sneezes. Sneezes is really cool. You can get that for your phone as well now. Dexter, Lego Pirates of the Caribbean, Ratchet and Clank Size Matters, Tomb Raider Anniversary, Tomb Raider Legends, Lego Indiana Jones, Little Big Planet, and the original Lego Batman. And this is where I'm coming to the end. There is Lego Star Wars 3, and that'll be the Attack of the Clones. Assassin's Creed Bloodlines. I have a Stray PS1 game, and that's the Toy Story 2 Buzz's Adventure. Star Wars Force Unleashed, and Jack and Dexter The Lost Frontier. That's my entire game collection for my Vita. I'll turn that off now. That's all the games I've got for my Vita so far. There are still a few coming out, but that's why I've done... I'm not going to show you the front because it's got my account number on it. Well, not account number, but my ID. I've made a cover for this, so all my downloads are locked to my account, but it's nice to be able to fit them in there. And to always know where my digital games are. That way, if I ever have internet problems, or if I move somewhere and I haven't managed to sort my internet out straight away, I still have, oh, I showed you then, I still have my digital games. I'm not going to add people as friends anyway. Mind you, I have had 2 people off my YouTube channel, but anyway, that's my Vita. I love it. You can see with the amount of games I have, there is no need for me to update to a Switch yet. I have an absolute mass I need to play, and I don't believe what people are saying about the Vita, saying there's like no games for it, and I've got tons. I never ever use my Vita as, well, for the remote play, really. I don't do that. I use it as a standalone console, and I love it. I have no regrets. Like I say, I've got 3 Vitas at the minute and a PlayStation Vita TV, and I'm not parting with any of them. This was my first console that actually did the trophy support. It was only after I got a Vita I got myself a PS3, and only after then PS4. So this started it all, basically. And I will never ever part with it. I can't see the point of updating to a Nintendo Switch just yet. I'm thinking about it, but then again I'm spending £300 to play 2 games, which would be Zelda and Mario Odyssey. There just isn't the amount of games out there that I want so far. Give me Animal Crossing and give me Pokemon. I may think about it even more, but at the moment I am very happy with what I already have. Thank you all for watching. Goodbye!